Hi, I'm Dan Zanoble, and this is my submission for ENPM701 Homework 8. The focus of this assignment was using angular position data from the Arduino IMU to control the motion of the robot. For this assignment, I was required to write a script that gets a sequence of movement commands from the user, drives the robot through that sequence using the wheel encoders and the IMU for feedback, and records and plots the position data through the sequence. I was required to complete 2 runs, one using only the encoder data for motion control and one using both the encoder data and the IMU data. For the encoder-only control, I used the same method as my previous submission. The encoder tick counts for each wheel are used to calculate travel distances and angle and to ensure the wheels are turning at the same rates. Correction factors based on experimentation are applied to the calculated angle to account for wheel slip. For the encoder and IMU control, I created a function that continuously clears the buffer from the IMU, then reads the next published angle to ensure that the latest angle data is always being used. I created a serial thread to continuously run and update the current angle variable while the program is running. The angle data was used to ensure the robot rotates to the correct angle and to ensure the robot travels straight during linear movements. The encoder data was used to ensure even rotation around the robot centroid and to calculate linear distance traveled. The IMU control has a tendency to overshoot the target angle due to not updating the current position quickly enough. To correct this, I implemented a sort of recursive loop that reruns the movement function up to 10 times to try to get within 1 degree of the target angle. This works okay, but a better speed control that slows the rotation way down when it gets near the target might be a better solution. Both control methods produce a nearly square path on the tile, with the encoder-only method appearing to perform slightly better. However, overall, the IMU is an improvement over the encoder for angle control. The encoder-only method is highly dependent on what surface the robot is on, as can be seen on the attempted 90-degree turns here. The same applies for the control loop, keeping the robot moving straight. Next steps for improvement will be to improve the control loops and find ways to increase the rate at which the IMU data can be read.